Hey everybody, it's Chad.
And Torrian.
Thanks to our partner, Full Sail University, we're streaming live today from their awesome motion capture studio. That's right, we're back at Full Sail's campus to check in on the progress of the game we talked about last month. In case you have missed last month's stream and have no idea what I'm talking about, we're teaming up with the students of Full Sail University while they work on their capstone project, an 80s-style fighting game. We're going to be following their progress over the next few months, and then the game will be playable on the floor of RTX.
Joining us for the stream today are some of Full Sail's University game development. Hi, what do you do? Tell me who you are, and what do you do on the game?
Yeah, so my name is Daniel. I'm a student here. I'm a master's degree student. I'm the lead producer and designer for the game.
Okay.
My name's Kobe. I'm a student and the mocap performer.
Nice.
I would hope so, dressed like that.
My name is Sergio. I'm a student and I'm the motion capture director.
Cool.
I'm Brennan. I'm a student here, and I'm the programmer, one of the programmers.
Awesome.
My name is Patrick Kelly. I am one of the instructors, and I specialize in game development.
Okay.
My name is Tyrone Jordan. I am the motion capture instructor here at Full Sail University.
We're in your house.
That, yes.
This is your house.
Well, thank you for having us.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Okay, well today we're going to be working on some motion capture for the game's animation.
Yep. But before we get to that, so I hear you guys have finally decided to put an official title on the game, Fury Strike. So tell us a little bit about the game again for anyone who missed last stream.
Yeah, so the game is set up in the late 80s. It's in a fictional Miami. And it's basically a story of revenge, so hence the name Fury Strike.
Okay. But, and so it's a fighting game?
Yeah, it's a 2.D fighting game.
Okay.
We have a roster of 9 characters, 7 male and 2 female.
Okay, great.
Cool.
The plan is to take the game from a proof of concept stage all the way to an arcade cabinet. And we're going to show the arcade cabinet at RTX.
Awesome. I didn't even know about the arcade cabinet part.
Oh, yeah.
That got me extra hype.
Cool.
So that'll really make it feel at home. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have been working on since the last time we were here.
One of the things that we've been focusing on is our pipelines. So we're doing a lot of proof of concept work. So when you're working on a game, one of the things you do is you make a lot of assumptions, and you decide, we're going to use motion capture, we're going to use this type of audio, we're going to use all this stuff. So one of the things you need to do is you need to test those pipelines. So getting the first pieces of motion capture into the game, working and running. And you can see some of our tests were early tests. So we moved from here to then starting to get stuff working and running and controllable in the game.
Nice.
Can we get the stick figure mocap guy as a playable character? Because his karate chop looks pretty solid.
That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, that guy too. I like stick figure man better though. So speaking of motion capture, Tyrone, you're the instructor for motion capture.
Yeah.
So there may be some people watching that have no idea what that is or what it entails.
Yeah.
So can you kind of just give a little bit of like what motion capture is and how it's useful in game development?
Plain and simple, motion capture is the process of recording real-world motions and digitizing it, and then using it for other formats, in this case, a video game. There are many different systems, but our system uses infrared light to record the motion. So.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I mean, well, what I want is I look at your setup and it's super cool. Tell me a little bit more about how it specifically works in tandem with the suit and the cameras.
So, like I said, infrared. Each of the cameras, you'll get a chance to see the cameras later on. The cameras shoot out infrared light, and the cameras themselves can only see infrared light. So with these markers, these little spheres all over your bodies, they have reflective material. And so it's going to bounce back that infrared light back to the camera, and what we essentially pick up are points in space.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, which I know, Torrian, you're pretty experienced with this, working in 3D animation.
Yeah. I do a little bit of motion capture for our stuff over at RT.
Yeah.
This isn't about me. This is about this cool fighting game that I'm looking forward to see and hear more about.
Absolutely. But first, for your entertainment and to better demonstrate motion capture, we brought our Rooster Teeth Games producer and Full Sail alumni, Brian Riley, here today. And we put him, we actually managed to find a mocap suit that would fit him because he's a real tall man. And so without further ado, hey Brian, how you feeling, man? You ready to test out some of the Fury Strike moves?
Yeah, feeling pretty good, Chad. Just over here, ready to tear up the stage with a little bit of motion capture action. Been practicing my moves for like the last 5 minutes, so basically a pro. So let's get you guys in here.
All right, well, you look good, Brian.
All right.
Clearly, you look like you do this for a living already.
Oh, yeah. Walk around, do nothing?
Yeah, that's true. There you
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
cool. All right, Torrian, so you've got him here. He's yours. You can do whatever you want with him. He signed a waiver, I think, too, so go for it.
All right. So whenever we're recording, we want to make sure that all of the cameras can see all of the markers on his body. So what we're going to have you do is anywhere here in the volume, go into what we call a T pose. So when we go into T pose, no, not a drunk T, but just a regular T. And what this allows us to do is show all of the markers at the very beginning of the recording. And we're going to do that as well once we're done with the motion. We're going to go back into a T pose, and then we'll stop the recording, okay? So we'll have you go to a T pose, and you're going to hold it until our assistant, Marissa, will say, recording, and now you're ready to perform.
That's basically, you can use that one. That one's free.
Yeah. How about this time, give me a little bit more power. Yeah, there we go.
Come on, follow through with it, Brian. You got to follow through. You can't hurt the air.
Ah.
There you go.
So how about tennis? Let's just
Should
make
have
a
told me I
tennis
had a
game.
tennis game. All right. So once you're done doing your motion, you go back to a T pose. You're going to hold it until you hear, and then you can relax. And that way we ensure that if there are any problems with the data, we can fix it before we stop recording. All right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So what are some of the reasons that people use motion capture in video games and animation?
Well, motion capture obviously is real world motions.
Right.
So if you want to do something realistic, motion capture is there for you. And it can save you time potentially. So
Potentially.
Potentially. If you have the right people, you're going to be able to save some time. Absolutely. Because it'll take, what, a few hours to have someone walking? Do me a favor and do a little walk.
Oh, wait.
Anywhere. Yeah, okay. T-pose.
Oh, do a little walk for me.
There we go. See how quickly that is?
Yeah.
So we can save time, but it's afterwards if you know how to work the programs, how to animate, all of that good stuff.
Right, because otherwise animations, they're having to key everything, you know.
From scratch. This
Right.
will get you there a little quicker, but you still want to get in there and get your hands in there and make it better. Push
It's
the
not a
animation.
it's not a set it and forget it type thing. Like, you still have to put in work. You still have to clean it up. You still have to make sure it all works for exactly what you need.
What you need, the style of game, the style of animation, absolutely. You don't want to just record it, package it, and have it ready to go.
So specifically for Fury Strike, and this might be better answered by one of the students, but what are some of the things that you were like, okay, that would do better in mocap?
Oh, well, basically, the game it's based off of real martial arts moves. We're not trying to do any like crazy, weird.
You're not going to Dragon Ball it up and fly around and shoot some
stuff. Yeah, we're not doing super speed or like 3 mortal like backflips in the air and stuff. So it's mocap suits us very well because we're trying to recreate real life martial arts moves.
Okay.
Right? We're still giving it a little flashiness to put it into the game, but we're trying to keep it close to what we know. To what we know.
So have you become a martial arts expert now for this game, or are you guys bringing in other people, or are you doing it all yourselves?
I know some stuff, and our other performers.
He keeps it mysterious. I love it. I know some stuff.
I'll show you later. Or you can
You'll only find out if it's necessary.
So, and based on my experience, I've defined some of the moves we're recording. Based on our performers' skills, we're also defining the moves.
Okay.
So what we're going to do today is a lot of Kobe's actual skill set.
Okay.
And I will demonstrate some falling techniques that we're recording also for the game.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I mean, let's see some of it.
Wait to see that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So
Guide us through, man. This is your show. Tell me what's up.
Kobe will do the first moves.
Okay.
Okay, so the first stance is like a traditional martial arts stance, just it's kind of like heavy in the back leg, but both bend, kind of like the horse stance, which you've seen a lot of like video games, and yeah.
I like Brian's. Brian's stance.
That's a little.
Brian fights crab style. I don't know if you're aware of it. Oh, see, he's ready. There we go. Okay, if you guys have a beach scene, which is, come on, it's Miami,
We
right?
have, we
So,
have.
like, there you go. You've got crabs already mocapped for the beach.
Crab
Show
style.
me the basic.
Yeah, so for Troy, everything is going to start around this stance. We're going to start here, and then for our basic punch, we want to pull in and then out like that. So you kind of just pocket your left arm, like you just pull it in, and you
There you go.
Good, that was a good one.
Did you mention the name of the character you guys are mocapping for right now, or is that still a top secret?
No, this character is names is Trey.
Okay.
Trey is the male hero of the game. So basically our Ryu.
Okay. Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're Trey. This is going in. You're the main character. Is that you pressure, Brian?
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Cool. Do you guys have anything else you were going to show off? Or,
Yes,
any questions?
Kobe has some keep combinations to show.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things we have is we'll have duo kick. So I've got a move where I'm here, and I kick, and then I go inside and kick high. So it's like a fake, or it's not like a fake, but it's like a kick to the back and then curve into the face. So I always start here, set into my left leg, just to balance, then kick. Like just a little roundhouse kick. And then once you're here, just curve.
Oh, geez, just curve. Just a little curve.
Yeah, so it's just here, and bang.
There you go. There you go. Brian's getting it.
It's a lot of weird motion where it's just
So, did they teach you guys to kick ass here too? Like, it's because
We had auditions where we had Dan was kind of running it, and we had people come in, and basically I was able to have a fight club in the classroom and have the students beat the crap out of each other.
throw out some weapons.
Yeah, and
talk
I
about that.
claimed that it was schoolwork, and the survivors got to be in the game.
I just want to say it was awesome talking to you while you still have a job here, because that was fun.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
Oh, no fight club, yeah.
That was like the first word.
Yeah.
So we're going to have, we can have them actually interacting. That's the beauty of having a big mocap studio like this, because two people can interact, multiple people can.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
So if you guys want to interact,
Yeah, we can
Yeah, like hug or like what?
High
Oh, okay.
five.
There you go.
all right, begin.
Graphic. Oh, see, you kicked his head off according to the mocap.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him.
There you go.
Motion capture.
You guys even have the crash pad and everything.
Throw him
Yeah,
down.
Okay.
Sure.
Take down. Yeah.
How much can this take?
Can we show him the...
So Tyrone, I know one of the fun things about motion capture is kind of you'll hit that limit where you're like, should I just key this, or do you could I maybe get away with doing it on the floor? Which is why we have the crash pad, right?
That's right. Safety first. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
But
especially with the markers, it's better to have a soft landing.
yeah, the markers are just foam balls, so they'll tear off very easy. But that's fine. That's what we want. We want the performer to not care about what's going on and focus on the performance. And that's the beauty about motion capture, is that it's a real-time way of performance. You're kind of doing, you capture the nuances, and you can do things on the fly and get just on in the moment
Feedback, right?
feedback, and yeah, exactly.
So what are some of your favorite parts about motion capture?
Oh, it's a good workout. So
I like that.
we come in here, we do practice moves for like 2 hours. We sweat, we are sore the day after. So
Yeah.
it's a really cool workout. It's also, like Clarion said, is helping us streamline some of the animation process. We don't have to animate everything from scratch. We just go in and polish. Like, for example, we're doing punches, the mocap will record the hand open. So all we have to do is close the hand and it'll become a punch. And it's faster. So it's having the right people in the team really helps putting these mocap files into the game.
Great. You know, I love that your first answer was it's a good workout, because I've never put that together before. Like, for me, it's always like mocap. Oh yeah, it saves time in animation and it's cool. And you can get really fluid motions.